Alright, so right now it's the year 2018. Maybe this is 2019 when you're watching it, but you want to get your landscaping business started, but you don't know what equipment to buy, because if you don't know anything about it and you start looking, there's a million different brands, a million different kinds of lawnmowers, well, kinda. A million different trimmers, blowers, whatever. So what do you need? That's what you need right there in front of you. Now, I'd recommend decent handhelds to start if you can afford it, because the cheaper ones just really don't hold up under continual use. So, my cat Felix, he decided to join the party, I see. So essentially, you need a push mower. You don't even need self-propelled, people. You don't need it. Yeah, it's awesome to have. I have one now, but that was the mower I started with, and you don't need it. It's plain and simple. You just don't need it. Here we have a Craftsman blower. It's a Craftsman mower. An Echo trimmer. Now I highly recommend this trimmer. This is Echo SRM 225. Great trimmer for the money. You can get them for, I think, sometimes $200 at Home Depot in the spring, especially coming up here pretty soon. And they're a great little trimmer for $200. I mean, you spend $400 on a steel and it lasts you 2 years, and you spend $200 on that, it will last maybe a year and a quarter for us. You know, it's probably cheaper overall, but I do prefer the longevity of stuff, so I've switched to commercial units. But you don't need the commercial stuff. You need that guy right there. Or similar, the cheaper steel I've never had experience with, but they're probably pretty good. And then if you do have the money, upgrade to a backpack, but you don't need it, but you need that. I even started out with electrical tools, which was a pain. Oh my gosh, I did it for a year like that. And I was in seventh grade, but you know, come on. It really sucks. So get some gas powered stuff. We used that up until 2014? No, 2015 is the second one. And that one is a used one I bought off a friend. Which, you know, nothing wrong with used equipment, people. Nothing is wrong with used equipment. Because you start buying new equipment, you start having a lot of money to pay for new equipment. Now when you start getting into this cheaper equipment, it's one thing to buy new, because it doesn't really cost all that much. You get into like the walk behind zero turns, you start shelling out some real dough for some mowers if you only cut 20 lawns. So I cut 10 lawns with that, 12 lawns, something like that. With this setup right here, every week bringing in around $300, give or take a little bit, you know. So yeah, $300 a week from $700 worth of tools. And I have rakes and stuff, but those are only like 15 bucks, maybe 20 something for the nice ones. Get some shovels, you know, get a wheelbarrow, basic stuff. If you can afford hedge trimmers, that's a great starting point too for a little extra work. Upsell your clients. You know, you get some of these people who are maybe old. That's what I ran into when I started doing it. They were older people who maybe they couldn't afford the higher quality services. Not saying I didn't know what I'm doing, but I was cheaper at the time than a lot of the bigger companies. I didn't know it, so I didn't know I was underpricing myself. But when you start doing all the little odds and ends, they refer you to, you know, so-and-so. Said, hey, you know, hey Joe, that guy Joe cuts my grass, he'll trim your shrubs too and stuff, and you can sell more work that way, and etc, etc. I've heard the Poland Pro hedge trimmers from, I think Home Depot or Lowe's sells them, Walmart might even sell it, are really good for like $100. Take the $100 pair of hedge trimmers, you sell a $300, you know, hedge trimming job, and you do one of those a month, and hey, you know, it's paid for it. So that's why I look at it. In my opinion, if you're just starting out, I would not buy a new mower, maybe a new push mower. Chances are, if you got a small yard, you're probably using one already, so just use what you have. So then, you're not even spending money. So say you have a mower, and you know what? You might even have a mower, blower, and trimmer. I would stay away from the electric and battery powered ones, but that's my opinion. No, use what you have at your disposal. That's how I started. My grandma's old lawnmower with a electric blower, electric trimmer, and we showed up in the trunk of her car, pulled everything out. You know, the old trimmer had a split shaft like most of the big box store ones have for attachments and different things, which is cool. But yeah, man, those were the days. In fact, a client left a review on my Google page that said he remembers when I was showing up with my grandma in the trunk of her car, and I'm like, man, he put that on Google. But anywho, that's all you need right there. Nothing more. I say nothing more. Rakes, shovels, wheelbarrow, do some mulch, whatever. You don't even need a truck. Imagine that. You don't need a truck. You need a vehicle that, I mean, if you're driving a Prius, that's probably not going to fit in a Prius, but you get my point. You need a vehicle. You can get, even like, if you have a van, you know, maybe if you have a work van for a company, if your boss lets you drive it, or a work truck or whatever, maybe kindly ask them, hey, do you care if I do this or that with it? And they might be pretty cool about it. You never know. So, yeah, that's it for now. So, to recap, you need it, you need it, you need it, you don't need it. Simple as that. So, have any questions, please put in the comment section below. And you know what? We all start somewhere. So, just never be ashamed of what you have. And you'll be just fine. You know, keep your head down, work hard, be smart about how you spend your money. And you know what? Sometimes it's not best to listen to everyone else, but it is helpful to have positive people around you that help you achieve what you want. So anyway, guys, that's it for now. Catch you in the next one.